So I made a video not too long ago about my kitchen knives. They have this, I assume it's a Bakelite handle. I don't know if you can see the cracks that are forming here. And you see it here as well, a nice cracking in. And eventually the water gets into these cracks and these handles fall off. So I bought some stabilized wood and made some handles for these, and it turned out pretty nice. But a couple of the handles fell off. I did epoxy them on, but it just wasn't enough adhesion through the interface of the handle and the wood. I'm looking for. Where's my other knife? This. Anyway, so I am attempting this again, but doing it the right way. And I've watched enough Forge and Fire to know that, doing some pins in the handles themselves. So I'll put epoxy in between the tang and the wood handle, and then I'll grind these pins down, cut them down a little bit more, and grind them down. This is a bird's eye maple here. This is actually palm wood. I actually really dig this one a lot. It's a little more porous than the others. And then I have some black walnut, which is this, and that was on that little paring knife. This is a black walnut here. So I have some nice blonde portions inside. But that's what that comes from. So my issue was I didn't have drill bits that would cut through hardened steel. I had these, it's hardened stainless steel, and some of them are even coated, but they wouldn't make a dent in the hardened steel tang of these knives. So I have set up here, what I got was some solid carbide drill bits, and they weren't cheap. They were $20 for two. A Mars Tool. Shout out to Mars Tool. And I actually called a machine shop here in Oceanside and talked to one of the guys, I think his name was Ryan, about what I should do. Because I actually asked him if he could just do it for me, drill some holes for me. And they were like, well, it's $80 an hour. And kind of, we're more of a commercial shop. And so anyway, so he was a super nice guy and pointed me in the direction of these carbide drill bits. I'd never used any before, but it's actually carbide powder mixed with this adhesive to bond it together. So it feels like metal, but according to the description, it's really not metal, but it's super sharp, but very brittle. So, and my issue with the other drill bits is I was trying to go at very high speed, and because I thought that would help, and it really didn't. It just heated up the drill bits and then burnt the ends, and it just ruined them super quick. So anyway, so he said go about 1300 RPMs. I have my little drill press here set at, I think it's between, it's like 1430. Around 1430 RPMs according to the sticker inside. So I have this held down here, and I'm going to drill this right through there. And if we get a good shot of this drilling this, let me come back a little bit, and you can see that. And we can get a good shot of this. That's pretty cool. Kind of got a little jerry-rigged camera rig here. So make sure you wear your safety glasses and all that PPE stuff. I got this set up just about where I want it. Get this a little bit closer that way. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Alright, so got that just gentle pressure. And at this point, putting any pressure on the hardened steel bits just really makes it hot very quickly. Let me see, we can use a little oil. I got some 3-in-1 oil here. Take your time. This needs to be very brittle. Soft, that drill bit for a second. Good. There we go. Just at this point, just be very careful because that handle has heated up significantly. Brush this off. Here you go. So nice, clean precision hole right where I wanted it. So I'm going to do the rest of these. I have 2 of these to do today, so put these handles back on this one at least, in the other one. So I'm going to drill that other hole and pound those pins in and shape them up, and we'll get it going. All right, so now I have both of these knives set up and ready to go. I'm going to mix up some epoxy, 2-ton epoxy, and throw some in between here and clamp it down. I'll have to let it dry overnight, and then I'll try and I'm going to put a pin in this one. Probably, maybe, I don't know, I guess I could do 2 We'll see. I just don't want this one to come off, so I'm gonna try to put a pin in that one, and then work on this one here. Get that handle off and clean up the tang to get ready to accept pins. So that's where I'll do that, and then I'll show you when I'm all finished up. I also wanted to show you, I actually saved some shavings from the drill. I had a little bit of cut out that handle, so I'll use those shavings with some of the epoxy to fill that area after I get it all clamped down. But I'll just show you that. So I just finished with the paring knife. I just peened these pins and then ground them down a little bit. I did not take this handle back off. It was pretty secure on there. I just wanted to put some pins in it. So I drilled the holes just directly through both sides here. It was a little tricky because obviously it's a oddly shaped handle. Having this tang, you know, a horizontal tang like this is, I don't know, it's weird, but I like it. I mean, it's a cool design. Just those handles that were on there, the Bakelite handles that were on there, they're really kind of the worst, I think. But anyway, this turned out really nice. Like I said, the handles was pretty secure on there. Just wanted to put some pins through it, and I think it turned out pretty good for being done here at the Super G Garage shop / storage facility. Anyway, we'll look up these. I got these others clamped up here, and we'll peen those pins tomorrow, grind them down, and get those back into commission. Back into commission. So, all right. So this is what these knives look underneath of that handle. I'm just chiseling this stuff off here. But they have these fins that hold this plastic stuff on here, and they're probably just pressed on there with a machine, you know. And so I'm taking this off. It just pops off like that. And then I'll put this on the grinder and take these fins off of here. And that way it makes it flat surface to accommodate the new handles. And then obviously drill. But you can see how rusty it is underneath here. So all that water got underneath here. And that's all just a little bit of dirt and rust and stuff. But anyway, it's the same way on the other side. You see, that's what it looks like. Pretty crazy. But the problem with drilling, it's curved handle. See how it's curved at the end. Putting this on the saw table, once you get even flattened, you still have this little bit of a rock to it. So anyway, it's a little challenging, but we'll get her done. All right, so here is the finished product of putting the pins in here. Turned out pretty good, I think. Then I put a little stain polyurethane on the outside of this. So this is that Bird's Eye Maple handle here. And again, you just peen these pins with a ball peen hammer, spread out the top, and grind them down again. That's that one. This is just a maple handle here. Again, a little polyurethane on there. I may put another coat on that as well. Now this is not a pro job by any means. You can see this is a very hard handle. It's not flat. Most of the tangs that you see on knives are usually, I think, vertical as well as flat, and this is curved. So it was a little challenging to get the right shape. And then, you wind up filling it in with some of the glue stuff that you put on there. This is the palm wood, and again I put a coat of. It's still a little sticky, it looks like. And that was overnight, but anyway, we get that a little more time to finish drying, and and here's the paring knife. I put those pins in this one here too. So, and I still have, I think, 3 other knives to do this to. Do this handle thing too. This is that black walnut. But anyway, that was it. My knife project. Hopefully those will last some time. Was challenging but fun, and got a few more to do. But thank you again to Ryan for leading me to in the right direction to get those cobalt, or not cobalt. Was it cobalt? No, not cobalt. What were those blades? Those carbide, solid carbide drill bits that went right through that stuff. So.